Thank you again. So while we give the judges some time to deliberate, I'm going to tell you guys why we're doing this and why EWC is so important. So I got a call to go out to Stanford and give a talk. And I flew out to Stanford, I gave a talk, and after the talk, a lot of people out there in Silicon Valley wanted to pitch me ideas. So I sat and listened to ideas in Silicon Valley for a while. Smart people, right? A lot of creativity, some great ideas. I left from there, and I flew to West Africa. And for those who don't know, I made a commitment at the time to giving back to the field of entrepreneurship by doing a year of yes. I said for 1 year, I'll say yes to any entrepreneur in the world that asks me to help with anything. So a young man in West Africa called me, emailed me, and said, can you come listen to my idea? So I found myself in a village in West Africa, a far cry from Silicon Valley and Stanford. It was in a house pretty much made of packed mud and a dirt floor with no electricity. He pitched me his idea. I sat there stunned for a minute. It was brilliant. This young man was a 19-year-old man from Senegal, had a better idea than anything I heard in Silicon Valley the entire week. But you know what the difference was? His idea is trapped in a village. They live in Silicon Valley. The best idea I heard in the world that entire year pretty much was trapped in a village. But you know what's the beauty of ideas, guys? Is that ideas don't care where they came from. A good idea does not care where you live. It does not care where you came from. A good idea does not care if you are young or old. It does not care if you are male or female. A good idea is a good idea, and a good idea is a powerful force. When a good idea is unleashed into the world, you can't get it back. Once you speak this idea into existence, it's out there. And everybody wants to be part of that. However, ideas have a problem, right? They're just ideas. And they have to be spoken into the world. In fact, one time some people came into my office and they had this document. And I said, what do you got? And they said, Mr. Hoffman, we want to show you our idea. And they gave me the idea on a piece of paper. And I put it on the table. And I said, let's all watch your idea for a while. And there was this kind of weird silence. And they were looking at the piece of paper with the idea on it. And finally, one of them said, Mr. Hoffman, it's not doing anything. And I said, exactly, it's just an idea. In my office, if you guys came to my office, there is a sign on my door. And you know what it says? It says, ideas are welcome here, but execution is worshipped. Okay? Everybody brings ideas. I hear them all day. Almost nobody does anything about them. Execution is what it's all about. An idea doesn't leave the table. It's great to have them, but they need execution. And you know what is the key to execution? The key to execution is finding a team to help you. Literally an ecosystem. The entire reason all of us are in this room today and that Gen exists. So why are we doing the Entrepreneurship World Cup? Why is that important? Because the idea has to get out of the village. The idea has to get in front of everybody. And you know what happens when the idea gets in front of all you guys? The team forms and the ecosystem activates. When an idea is explained on a stage like this in a pitch, all of you can start to say, and I'm going to ask you to do this, your job is not to sit here passively and listen. It's not to sit here and passively and listen to these 4 people today or at any Entrepreneurship World Cup event we ever do anywhere in the world. Your job is to say to yourself, how can I help that person? So at the end of today, anybody in this room that thinks you can help any of those 4 people, you better do that. Find them afterwards and tell them how you can help them. That is why we create ecosystems to turn ideas into execution, to turn execution into businesses and products and make people's lives better. That's the whole reason that we're here today. That's why we wanted you to see what the Cup is all about, so that we can put our ecosystems to action, listening to ideas and turning them into businesses and companies and products. So with that, we would like to announce our winners. We're going to give out 2 prizes today. And so Susan Amat, would you please come up? We are going to do the, where is Susan? Susan, one of our board members. So we are going to announce second place. Hang on, before we do the envelope, let me tell you what the second place winner gets. So second place is going to get access to the Gen Accelerate scaling program, which, by the way, for whichever one of you gets this, that costs $10,000. That's a $10,000 value. So we're giving you access to a $10,000 Accelerate scaling program for our second place winner.
And the program is actually all about making sure you and your team understand, again, not only the opportunities here, but for expansion. So it'll be mentoring and all the support you need. So the second prize award goes to Doctoric.
Great job. Pleasure to meet you. You stand in the middle. You stand in the middle. So for the audience, that whole clapping thing you just did was pretty good. No one even asked you to do that. That was excellent. Apparently people can't, even entrepreneurs can apparently follow instructions. Now, we're going to bring Jonathan Ortmans back up on the stage to do our first place award. Let me tell you what we're going to do. The first place award is going to get $25,000 USD in cash, plus you're going to be automatically entered into the EWC Bahrain finals. That'll be in June. So the winner will be automatically entered in the finals. We're going to give you $25,000. Jonathan, I hope you brought $25,000, buddy, because I didn't. And you'll be put into our EWC Accelerates 2 program as well. So Jonathan, if you're ready to come up, we shall announce, oh, okay. The old giant check. Oh, you're going to bring it up? All right. Just keep it. Oh.
Come on, Adam.
It's backwards. I'll hold that so you can do it.
So it's a complete honor to announce the first place winner goes to Clever Play.
Congratulations.
You come in here. Come in here behind your check.
Round. There we go.
Congratulations.
We'll do one more.
You can take that with you. Does anyone know a bank that takes giant checks? You can take that with you. So, before we close out the night, there's one more thing we want to do. And again, thank you to MISC for your support here. We want to have all of the countries. We started this week on Amaria with 52 countries that have already signed up for Entrepreneurship World Cup. We want 170, but we're up to 60 already. What we have in the back of the room and spread out, we have the flags of the 52 countries that are already, oh, they're right here. That is the front of the room. Okay, we have the flags of the countries that have already agreed to be an Entrepreneurship World Cup. Here's what I want you to do. The country managers of each of those countries, grab your flag, come up here on stage with us. All four entrepreneurs come back up here. We're going to do one big photo. So let's go. Countries that are in, grab your flag and get up here quickly. And for all four entrepreneurs, we're going to do a picture of all the countries that are in the World Cup. Grab all these flags, people.
But you may need to get somebody to hold the flags if there's someone that's not in the room. Tell me if there's any missing.
like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a
You hold it.
Hold it. Want to put the 4 entrepreneurs in the middle here.
Clap along if you
Where are they?
know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want.
I'll get them. I'll get
Kill
them.
the music for a minute.
Here come bad news, talking this and that.
Hey,
I gotta
you
get
guys,
the
can you
entrepreneurs.
guys stop the music for a minute, please? I just, where are the 4 entrepreneurs? You were supposed to be in the middle of this picture.
They're here. Can you? They want you down there.
No, in the
front.
middle. We want you in the
Please go in the
middle. All
front.
4 of you in the middle, please.
Thank you.
4 entrepreneurs front and center, please.
What missing flags?
You guys in the middle, we're all here for you. Are all the flags off that table?
Nope.
All right. Anybody that wants to pick a favorite country, grab their flag and bring it up here, please.
We need some flag carriers.
Grab the other flags. Somebody get the flags and bring them up here. You can apologize to your real country later.
Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Okay, everybody, that camera there. That camera there.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
All right.
Hey.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks.
The most beautiful flag.
It's okay for now.
Congratulations.
You weren't in the picture, I hope.
Okay, who wants to know if it's time to eat? Woo! It's time to celebrate with our entrepreneurs. I have just a couple of things to tell you. Woo! Can you? Can we get a transition? Okay, we have a couple of very important things to do before we leave this evening. First of all, I want to congratulate you on some great achievements. Tonight, we wanted to end the Global Entrepreneurship Congress where we all should be focused, which is on the entrepreneurs, the leaders. So congratulations to all of our winners of the Entrepreneurship World Cup, Bahrain. But a great number of things have got done. I have a very long list of achievements that people have already reported into me. So you heard that we've got another 10 countries signed up for the Entrepreneurship World Cup. We've got dozens of startup huddle organizers. We've had 10 governments commit funding to their global entrepreneurship network chapters. And we've had 4 requests for new Gen campuses. But most importantly, we've built new relationships and new friendships. And I want to ask each and every one of you, email me. My email is jonathan@genglobal.org. You can't forget that. Send me an email. Tell me what you achieved this week. We need to know. We need to know how we can help you in this continuing journey. A few things we're going to do. Many of you came up to me and said, I couldn't attend everything. Every single session will go up on video within a few days. We'll send you an email when it's all live. Anything you miss, you can get very shortly. There's also photographs that are going up on Flickr of the entire thing available to you. But most importantly, tomorrow, the leaders of all of our Gen Country chapters and many of you will convene again at the Western and the Meridian for 3 more hours of work, but really important work, because we'll try to take where we came in the last 3 days and ensure that you have something to take home with you that is extraordinarily valuable in your next journey. Because over the course of the next couple of weeks, it's not just about catching up on the missed content. It's about turning around and saying, what was the value creation for me that I got from the Global Entrepreneurship Congress? Don't go back and get distracted. Go back and make sure that you have a result, you have an output, you have an impact from being here with us today. So I want to encourage you. We're going to give you plenty of tools. We want to tell you we want to make sure we hear what you accomplished, and we want to encourage you to get more Startup Huddle organizers, to get your governments to our next government summit in Durban in November. We want every nation to have a government leader there. They can come, they can help you. And we want you all to go away, get online, and understand what on earth new space is. You know, when I asked the Gen Space team, what can you all do for them? They're like, understand the stories of what our entrepreneurs are doing and relate them to how they can be dramatically impacting the effectiveness of your startups and your innovators in your communities. Look and see if there's a G-Band member in your community. If you don't have an angel investor organization in your community, please look on the website at gband.co. If you're not represented there, tell us. We need to make sure that every single country has access to that investor network. And finally, if you're an entrepreneurial support organization, join our Data Ready community. If you're trying to work out how I'm going to measure over the course of the next year what's working and what's not, we've got a community building to help you figure out where to find the resources and the skills to be able to do that. But for now, we have a very important final task, and that is to say thank you to all of the people who did all the hard work in making this possible. And before we head off to our evening of relaxation and food and break bread together, I'd like to invite, once again, our team Bahrain to come up. How are you?
Well, it's been a sincere pleasure to have hosted the Global Entrepreneurship Congress in Bahrain. I hope you've all enjoyed the vast array of events and activities as much as we have. We would like to extend our thanks and appreciation to all the local, regional, and international participants, as well as the international community, for participating in our Team Bahrain spirit and culture, and which really exemplifies why we wanted to host the Global Entrepreneurship Congress, and it was so important to us to showcase what Bahrain has to offer and how much of a key role we're playing as a country in the global entrepreneurship ecosystem, and how we want to continue to be a key innovator and driver in much of the activities that you'll be involved in. So thank you once again for all your participation. We couldn't have done it without you. We, of course, had a very dedicated team of professionals working behind the scenes tirelessly over the past year to get all the programs and activities done, both within Temkeen, of course, where we've had people working almost 24 hours, along with the Gen team and Jonathan himself. And I think one of the main issues that will probably happen is that we'll all feel a sense of withdrawal. But although this has been a great partnership between the various entities, it's also evolved into deep-rooted friendships as well. So this relationship will continue, and I would also encourage everyone to not look at this as an end to the Global Entrepreneurship Congress, but as an opportunity to look back and continue the ideas and opportunities that were discussed, and let's see how Bahrain can help and continue with all of that as we go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much indeed. Stay here. I know Natsa and I would like to invite all of the staff and volunteers from Tamkeen and from Gen Global come up and take a round of applause. And as they're coming to the stage, I officially declare the Global Entrepreneurship Congress Bahrain is adjourned. Thank you.